Welcome, everybody. Good evening on this Wednesday evening. It is June 7th. Can't believe that. We're into June. So summer's approaching. Kids are out of school, except for summer school going on this month for a lot of kiddos. It's going to be getting hot. Feels hot already here in Missouri. It's been 90 already, which is about normal. It's time, right? So anyway, I've got for this evening things that happen, history, things that happened in June, and summer is almost right around the corner, basically. A couple weeks, I believe, is the first day of summer. So, which I always like to do, one of my favorite topics is talk everything summer. All right, everything summer. So, if you don't know where to go, or people ask you, "Oh, what are you doing this summer?" Well, here's some things you can look into doing, and places to go, and things. Don't forget things. Not to forget. That's easy to do. Not to forget things. Pack everything. So anyway, oh, I've got Lord Serenity prayer rings available, different styles. There you go. Go on Venmo, Michael Savaggio, and if you want to make a donation, that'd be awesome. Just send me a message on Facebook at lsfl number 4 letter U, and where to send it. I'll mail you one. So anyway, we're moving right along, and I don't have anything. This is not a political channel because you want to see stupid. Just turn on the local media news if you want to watch stupid and not know what's going to be lied to constantly on a daily basis. Look up stuff on your own. I only do positive news stories, pretty much positive news stories. And this is the anti-world social media channel, so to speak. I might even go with that. So anyway, it's great to be back. And I'm going to continue doing Christ, Coffee, and Conversation. I might change that too. Might change that up. Maybe call it something different or something. Who knows? I'm going to maybe do some changes, you know, this and that in a little bit, whatever. So anyway, just tonight, I don't really have nothing. Baseball's full swing. In June with baseball. Hopefully your team's doing well. Ours isn't here in St. Louis. Cardinals aren't doing too well yet. And the Stanley Cup playoffs is still happening and going on. Vegas Golden Knights and Florida Panthers, or is that right? Florida Panthers hockey team. So if you're still watching hockey, Stanley Cup hockey fans, and I don't know anything about this PGA LIV merge. Nothing about it. It's all over the news. I think they're from Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I don't know. You got me. Good or bad, I don't know, but not sure. Not sure. So anyway, hopefully your summer's starting off right. And if you're looking for a vacation, things like that, where to go, theme parks, I'm going to try to cover everything summer in these next couple broadcasts for my topic. And like I said, I'll be back with our Bible group discussion. Next two chapters in the Gospel of Luke doing. So, without further ado, won't waste too much of your time, guys. So, anyway, here's some stuff, some things that happened the month of June. All right, 1917, Melvin Jones and several other Chicago businessmen fined Lions Club International. And in 1919, U.S. Congress passed the Women's Suffrage Bill, which became the 19th Amendment. In 1925, Walter Chrysler opens up Chrysler Corporation. And in 1928, Kraft comes out with Velveeta cheese. I did not realize it was that old. Velveeta cheese.
Wow.
Where's my Velveeta cheese? 1928. And in 1932, the Revenue Act of 1932 is enacted, creating the first gas tax in the United States at a rate of 1 cent per gallon.
Wow.
And this is the beginning, the Revenue Act, creating the first gas tax.
You suck, you jackass.
Yeah, they should have said right then and there, no, not no tax on gas. But there you go. 1933 is the first drive-in theater that opened in Camden, New Jersey. And in 1935, driving tests and license plates are introduced in the UK, United Kingdom. In 1938, Superman appears for the first time in DC Comics. And in 1940, a synthetic rubber tire is exhibited in Akron, Ohio by Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. 1942, Capitol Record Company opens. And in 1943-60, from the Los Angeles Naval Reserve Armory, beat up everyone perceived to be Hispanic, starting a week-long Zoot Suit riots. Did not know what Zoot Suit riot was. I thought it was just a social thing, and if a Zoot suit is a suit, but it's a certain style and a certain, look it up and get a picture of what a Zoot suit looks like. Pretty cool though. They're cool looking. Wish they'd come back. Almost got one. But anyway, these people from the Naval Reserve Armory went around beating up people who thought they were Hispanic. This is 1943. In 1946, the first bikini bathing suit is introduced and displayed in Paris. Did not know that. Wasn't no 50s or 60s thing. So, 46. In 1949, G. N. Clark becomes the first female U.S. treasurer. 1960, Orbison releases Only the Lonely. And in 1962, the Oscar II, it's a ham radio satellite, is launched. In 1965, the second of two cyclones, less than a month, in the Ganges River in Indiana. I heard it was not good. Two cyclones. Man. And the first U.S. spacewalk made by NASA astronaut Ed White during the Gemini 4 mission. And he was out there for 23 minutes. First spacewalk, 23 minutes. 1966, the Gemini 9 was launched. and that was the seventh two-man flight. In 1967, Cool Hand Luke, starring Paul Newman, George Kennedy, and Strother Martin, is released. Great movie. Haven't seen it in years, but really great movie. That's where the famous line Strother Martin made was, "What I see here is a failure to communicate." And I think he played the warden of this prison or something like that in the South or something. And Paul Newman played, of course, Cool Hand Luke, I believe. And then, yeah, but cool, really good. I probably try to watch that again. And Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is released. The rest is history on that one. And in 1968, a radical feminist, Valerie Solanas, attempts to assassinate Andy Warhol by shooting him 3 times. And she was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and pleads guilty to reckless assault with intent to harm and got a 3-year sentence for it
Wow.
back in, excuse me, 68. A 3-year sentence for attempted murder of Andy Warhol. And in 1970 is the first artificial gene is synthesized. In 1975, cars in the Netherlands, you have to wear seatbelts. They have to have seatbelts. In 1981, the AIDS epidemic officially begins. That I don't think any of us will forget in the 80s. In 1982, Graceland, Elvis Presley's home, opened to the public. In 1984, DNA is successfully cloned from an extinct animal. Didn't know that.
Wow.
And in 1991, the space shuttle STS-40, which is the Columbia 12, is launched. And in 1992, E-lamps is introduced, and it's a 20-year light 20-year light bulb. And the same year, NASA's Extreme Ultraviolet Explorer is launched. And in 1994, a 5.9 earthquake floods southeast Java, and a 6.0 earthquake, an avalanche, wipes out Toes, Colombia. TOEZ, Toez or Toes, Colombia. And in 1997, Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet premieres and wins Best Picture. In 2002, the Department of Homeland Security
You suck, you jackass.
yeah. 2009, General Motors files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And in 2019, Apple is shutting down iTunes. And it was replaced with 3 different, I guess, music apps. Did not know that. So they shut iTunes down back in 2019. And boy, that was the big thing. Definitely to get iTunes. That's for sure. But that's some stuff that happened in June. Some things in history that happened in June. So, the topic for this evening, one of the topics of this might take 2, maybe 3 broadcasts, depending on how much we get through, is summertime is just around the corner. What are you going to do when you're asked, "Oh, what are you doing this summer?" "Oh, I'm just working." Nothing. But if you think about doing something or going anywhere, um, make sure you call your travel places, look them up, look up prices, look up cruises. But I've got all that. Got a list down, and I did this. I've been doing this, I think, every year since I've been broadcasting. This is the topic around now. Is that I think I've always done it in June. Is everything summer. So anyway, so um, what to do, what to, and we're going to start out basically on your clothes, right? Because I didn't know that certain colors definitely attract and hold more heat. Okay. And let's see if I can find something summary in here. I got everything summer. I might not. Anything summer. Oh, not on this one. Let's see. I got anything in this for summer. I got a couple of I was blessed to get another tablet, so I'm able to get multi my multi effects going. But I don't think I have anything actually like summer sounding as an effect. No, not really. I don't have really anything summery as an effect. Anyway, school's out on the most part. Summer school this month for a lot of kiddos, and don't even get me. I can't get started on schools. What's going on in different states and different things going on. Just it'll work out. So anyway, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Well, let's start. What are you going to wear? All right. So clothing. It's recommended that you wear cotton, linen shirts, get a scarf, even a lightweight jacket. You're out on the beach or in the ocean, just in case. Get yourself some good sandals. And ladies, a nice, comfortable summer dress. Okay. Guys, for me now, cargo shorts are definitely the way to go. I pretty much get nothing but cargo shorts now. A good hat for both, for those of you who are thinning like me, who's lost their hair, a hat. All right. So, colors that are cool is white, silver, other kind of, I guess, springtime light colors are the coolest. And they say that these colors reflect about 60% of heat in the sunlight. I did not know that. And what attracts most heat and absorbs most of your heat is black, violet, indigo, blue, which was surprising. I thought blue might be in the reflect and retain heat, but no, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red holding the most heat and absorb the most heat as far as colors. Hey, I no, I just grab a shirt regardless of the color of it, wear it. But there you go. So you think about you want to go to a theme park. All right. Where do you go? What theme park do you want to go to? Or a circus or whatever? That's the closest I got to a theme park. So anyway, where do you go? Where do you want to go? So here's some theme parks. Please look these up. Get prices, hours of operation, things like that. All right. So you want to go to a water park. Well, I don't want to stay close to home. We want to travel or maybe go on vacation somewhere with a water park. This is Aquatopia. It's an indoor water park in Tannersville, Pennsylvania. This is Aquatica, Orlando, in Orlando, Florida. SeaWorld, Orlando, in Orlando, Florida. Okay. So if you want to go to a nice, these are like your top voted water parks. So I always update these lists year after year and check to make sure, if there's any changes or anything. So there's some changes in here, but not too many. So you want to visit Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Universal's Island of Adventure, Walt Disney World in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, and I guess a warning to those following the news with Disney and the transgender LGBTQ. I just happened to see an article of um, Walt Disney. Um, when you go to the makeover, princess makeover, apparently they've got men, transgender men, dressed in up as a princess. So if you bring your little kid, your little girls, to Disneyland, just be aware to stay. Unfortunately, if that's not what you believe, just move on. It doesn't mean you have to rant and rave, which a lot of people are just losing their minds over, which I don't understand. But like anything, I always say, if there's something you don't want to hear, turn it off. Turn a radio station, turn the TV station. You don't have to. You have a choice whether you want to watch it or not. Don't watch it. Just those of you who are just having a hard time with this whole thing with transgender and going on, just be advised that Disney has pretty really incorporated the LGBTQ thing in their parks, I guess. But research too, though, please. Do your research. But anyway, next one is Universal Orlando Resort in Orlando, Florida. And this is Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. And this is in no particular order, by best to worst or whatever. Just this is just a random in order. Just there's no, you know, best to worst, or it's just, made the list. And this is Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, which that's where I lived for 3 years. When I lived there, I was in Valencia. I could walk. I could literally walk to Magic Mountain. Never went.
Wow.
Never went. Never went. I know. I know. So anyway, this is Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana, which I've been wanting to go to. So check that one out. If you've been looking at the billboards and everything, commercials for Holiday World, yeah. And here, Silver Dollar City here in Missouri in Branson. And this is Kennywood in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. The Fun Spot America in Orlando, Florida. Walt Disney World Resort, Orlando, Florida. It didn't, okay. It didn't repeat. Okay. And SeaWorld in San Diego, California. Busch Gardens Tampa in Tampa, Florida. Disneyland Park in Anaheim, California. And it's called Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. I don't believe I don't know if that was on the list last year or not. Or Nobel's Amusement Resort in Ellsberg, Pennsylvania. And last, Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal City, Cali. All right. So thinking to go to a theme park, but you got pretty much Six Flags throughout the country, like Mid America here, Six Flags. Of course, you got your Magic Mountain, But yeah, so you want to go to a theme park. These made the list of really good, a lot to do, really nice, theme parks. All right. So don't forget, don't forget.
What did you say?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Say what?
Don't forget things, okay, like I do or I would, okay? Make sure you're going to a theme park slash water park, whatever, because most theme parks have water parks. Don't forget, of course, your bathing suit. Most places you cannot wear like street shorts or street, I don't think they'll let you in or the pool with street shorts. It has to be a swimming trunk, pretty much with no metal on it either. Like if there's any metal um, in it anywhere. So stay away from getting like any, just a basic tied bathing suit. Don't forget your towels. Of course, your change of clothes. So if you're out in an amusement park, your theme park, it's hot, you're sweating already, and you decide to go to the pool, so your clothes are already s- soaking wet, sweaty, whatever, bring an extra change of clothes. Most places you can always leave the park, go back to your car, or most places have lockers that you can lock your stuff up in. All right. Don't forget your sunscreen and tanning lotions. Ladies, gentlemen, both hygiene products, deodorants, stuff like that, powder, whatever, and even some first aid stuff, you know, uh, bottled drinking water, plastic, plastic, plastic. You cannot get into amusement or theme parks pretty much probably anywhere with a metal or glass container. It has to be plastic. So no metal thermos bottles or anything. It has to be plastic. All right. But bring everything in a beach bag. And most places now have metal detections that they scan your bags in as you walk through, metal detection. And I know the Six Flags here incorporated the conveyor belt scanner for bags. So it basically X-rays and takes just looks in what everything like at the airport, I guess, same concept, and it sees everything in your bag. And if it sees something, it's going to be red, I believe, the color red. So if it's a certain size, it goes on size, shape, metal. Um, it'll pick it up. Okay. And then they have to search your bag and make sure, you know, if it's like a battery charger, which is most cases, they'll show up because I guess it's the size of a detonator. It could be an explosive, the size of an explosive, that big. I mean, it picks it up. It just goes by, however they're programmed. All right. And if they do, you go in with a cooler. Okay. It's got to be small, preferably air blown um, cooler if possible. You can't really bring coolers in to theme parks, I don't believe either. So as long as if they make those blow those air, you blow them up or something, if they're soft, whatever, um, those will be okay as long as it's not metal or But I think coolers are prohibited in most theme parks. And make sure you have your waterproof phone case and leave it in there all the time because banging. I heard a situation where people were in line to go and they were on their cell phone. They got bumped into, dropped it, the phone cracked, and then there was an argument. There was you got to pay for it, blah blah blah. Come on, come on. You're not there to be on your phone. Anyway, it's fun, right? Stay on your phone long enough to enjoy yourselves and not worry about being on your phone. I don't know. Anyway, we mentioned a hat. Wear a hat. A cover up, ladies. Um, you know, because you once it's because some water parks are in the theme parks. It's not separate. It's not separate. So most of the time, you got to put something to cover yourself when you go into the theme park. You just can't walk around in your bikini and swimsuit or whatever in the theme park. You got to cover up. Okay. Don't forget sunglasses, goggles, some sandals, flip flops, or water shoes. Okay. And most places too, free, have life jackets for the kiddos. If you want your little one to have a life jacket, a lot of places have them to use. And bring like a wristband or something to identify in case you get separated. That's most that I've seen is lost parents. Kids get separated. They don't remember where their parents are sitting, and you got to go help them find their parents. And most of the time, they're either on one side of the theme park or the other. And that's where your phone, yes, will come in handy. Or like a lot of I've seen families wear colored shirts, the same shirts, things like that, where they could be easily spotted. Okay, is the idea. Okay, so that is if you're going to a theme park or there's a water park in there, don't forget this stuff. You know, and like I said, bring if bring a cooler if you don't want to eat inside and spend a lot of money on the inside. You can always go. What we used to do too is get a big cooler, keep it in your car, get some dry ice, whatever, stock it full of ice, and throw your sandwiches and a lot of people eat on the parking lot. Please don't leave a mess. For crying out loud, clean yourself, clean up, throw stuff away. Okay, that's all. All right. So next, you're thinking about going on a cruise, which I've never been on and I would love eventually. I'm going to go on a cruise. All right. Going to go on a cruise. What cruises? Look them up. Okay. Research all of this, please. Research it. You got to research it. You know, you got to research your travel. Get prices, get dates, get times, get best. Um, there's times to go and not go, and busy season, slow season. But anyway, always research. So the cruises, you want to go on a cruise. All right. So these I found um, will sometime offer um, the best prices. Okay, for a cruise. Virgin Voyages. Okay. Carnival Cruise Line has apparently some good priced cruises. Please, like I said, research, look them up. Celebrity Cruises. This one I've never heard of. MSC Cruises. Don't know what even that stands for, but MSC Cruises, Princess Cruises, Royal Caribbean International, Holland America Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, and Costa Cruises made the list that offer, some good, um, inexpensive, more, for the money. Okay. So these I don't know prices, but you want to take your family. You know, Disney, I guess probably top of the list with Disney Cruise Line. Royal Caribbean International made this one too. They have different, I guess each line has different size or different types of themed, you know, cruises, maybe catered to more adults and family for the kids, more kid friendly, but for the family here. And what was it? Carnival Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, MSC Cruises, and Costa Cruises are good. They have a lot for the kids to do too. Okay. So these cruises, you and the wife want to get away. You want to go on a cruise, leave the kids with grandparents or whatever, or your kids are grown, whatever, you're retired or whatever, and you want to go on a cruise. So here is for couples, you know, or adults, cruises that offer some really nice cruises. Okay, for the two of you, Viking Ocean Cruises, Seabourn Cruise Line, Azamara, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Virgin Voyages, Regent Seven Seas Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, Oceania, Oceania Cruises, Silver Sea Cruises, Holland America Line, Cunard Line, Cunard is a good for, the two of you. Made the list. Okay. So that's some good for couples, like I said, you and the wife or you and your significant other, the girlfriend, whatever, I don't know, want to go on a cruise together, without the kids, or you don't have kids, or they're grown, and you want to do something. But, there's a list of cruises to look up there for you and see what they offer, see how much to do, or where they port, how long they port for, and different things in them. So like I said, I've never been on a cruise, but I'm really one of these days looking forward to it. One of these days we'll go on a cruise. So once again, you're going on a cruise. What do you bring? Okay. Because like me, I would have to look this up every time so I don't forget something, because I will. There's something I will forget. I need to spend extra money to get. So make sure, of course, you have plenty of extra underwear, your skirts, leisure shoes, bring socks, dress and, sports socks, whatever, ankle socks. So, sweaters in case you go, in colder regions, Alaskan, whatever, you're probably going to need, wherever you're going or what time of season it is that you're going on your cruise, maybe cooler. Bring a sweatshirts, if you need a sweatshirt, sneakers, tennis shoes, of course, bring your tennis shoes. Ladies, make sure you have plenty of bras, which I guess would go under the underwear category. And guys and gals, undershirts, white tees or something, just extra t-shirts, your formal wear. Okay. So a lot of these places apparently have really nice dining and entertainment and things. So you want to bring something kind of nice to dress up in. If you want to bring a couple pairs of slacks, dress shoes, a couple dress shirts, a tie if you want to, or a jacket, maybe a suit, just like a sports coat or something you might want to bring, and something to sleep in if that's what your pajamas if you want to, you know, and don't forget your swimsuits. Most everything you would go to a theme park, don't forget on a cruise. Your swimsuit, cover up, t-shirts, coats, sandals, you know. I mentioned the dress shirts. Bring a hat, protect your noggin, which I would have to do. Don't forget a belt, guys, or girls, whatever. If you're wearing like a summer or whatever it calls for, don't forget a belt. And like your casual shirts, Hawaiian, things like that, because if you go to shore or something, you want to, whatever, you like Hawaiian shirts and gloves. a tie, blue jeans in case. Ladies, bring a scarf. Okay, if you bring jewelry, okay, I think I didn't mention this, but when I thought about it, do not bring your good jewelry. Do not bring your good jewelry on a cruise. I call it elegant cosmetic jewelry. So if you do lose it, might be 20 bucks, whatever you spent. Don't take your don't bring anything of value as far as jewelry with you. And if you do, please check into the ship desk and see if they've got like safety deposit boxes or safes for you to rent, or probably unless they offer them. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been on a cruise. What I should do is call a cruise line and interview them. One of the cruise lines. Maybe I'll do that next, and maybe I'll do that and ask them on these certain things, and then come back next broadcast with information. Okay, or call them yourself, please. Look up these cruise lines and call them and ask them the questions about stuff like this. So bring a day bag, an umbrella. You know if it's going to rain or you're going to be out and around. Um, a purse that you're not going to miss if you lose it. And please don't keep any money with you, your passport. Don't keep anything like that on you. If you do, resort back to the fanny packs and keep it in front of you. Okay. Make sure you bring plenty of shorts, laundry, anything for laundry. If you want to use your own soap or fabric softeners, whatever for laundry, and have that bag, that beach bag, regardless if you're at the pool on the ship or you go ashore, you go to a beach. All right. Don't forget your sunglasses and a safe place to put money. If you know, um, and what I would do, maybe a suggestion is don't bring your credit cards or bank card. Go get like a prepaid, put one on maybe a prepaid Visa or MasterCard or something. So if you do lose it, you know, or have several of them just in case, but keep them separate. So maybe put, 50, 60 bucks on each one, or have one major one that you make sure you won't lose. All right. So anyway, just some ideas as far as that for money. And don't forget your toothbrush and toothpaste, your floss, nail clippers. Don't forget your sunscreens and stuff. Set of tweezers. Just stuff you never know. You're going to wish you're like, man, I need tweezers. Bring your moisturizers, your hand sanitizers, a soap when you take a shower, and your seasickness remedies. Put that in your first aid kit. Bring a first aid with you, even though there's probably doctors on the ships, first aid on the ships. It doesn't hurt. Bring your own. Don't forget your deodorants, your shaving supplies, your razors, shaving cream, electric razor, whatever you use, brushes, combs, you know, your shampoo, conditioners. Ladies, always look nice. Bring your makeup, little makeup kit if you have one, or make one up, and your insect spray, your off, whatever, whatever, you know, before you go to shore, maybe, or keep a little bottle on you. Don't forget your brushes, and even like little with your first aid kit of maybe like ibuprofen, aspirin, things like that, you know, with you. And don't forget like your plug adapters for your phones to charge and things like that. Okay, because you don't want your cell phone to die, or so remember to bring your chargers and your cords, your plugins with you on the ship, or bring a charger to plug in, or something like a portable charger, which I've got a couple of them, and I don't use them because I've never really had to, really. Which a couple times they probably could have came in handy if your phone's about to die. You got portable, portable charger to plug it into to charge it. Bring some binoculars or something. You never know. You might go dolphin watching or whale watching or something, or you might, don't forget a flashlight. You never know. And bring your swimming gear, a swim mask, goggles, snorkels, flippers, whatever. Because if you're gonna maybe go doing some coral diving or something, or snorkeling around coral and stuff like that, So, and don't forget like your water shoes, flip flops, things like that, of course, you know, which I think I covered. Yeah, I covered all that. Okay. So that is part one of summertime. All right. So if you're thinking about um, going to a theme park this year, look them up, check them out, go back, rewind, whatever, to the list, and give them a call or look them up online, whatever, get as much information as you can, and to plan your trip and what to bring. You don't forget things. Like I forget things. Okay. And of course, we went over cruises in part one here, and cruises. So look those up, those different cruise lines for the family, best value, or couples. You and the wife want to get away, whatever. You and the husband want to get away for a few days or whatever and go on a cruise. So check those out. And of course, what to bring. Don't forget stuff. The little things too. I mean, but look up your own list too. This is what I did. I just searched. And just like necessities for travel, for whatever cruise line, or for cruises, for beaches, and just, I mean, it throws everything on there, a list. It's pretty cool. So, next time for part two, we will be going over, probably, if you want to go to the beach, you want to check out a new beach, a different beach, but you want to go to the beach, I've got a list of beaches all around the world too. Different beaches here in the US and around the world to go to if you want to travel and go to the beach somewhere else, you know. So we're going to do that next, and we'll probably go over, if we have time, that will probably that will probably be part two. Everything beaches, going to the beach. Okay. Different beaches to go to, look up, check out. Um, yeah, there's quite the list. And I think there's some new ones on here too that made the list as far as beaches to visit. Okay. So hopefully you're thinking of things this summer. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? So there was some theme park and cruise ideas, places to check out and look up and research them and look them up and see what's going on, and if they got specials or if they got certain entertainment. And especially, this is a great time now. Go see concerts if you can afford them, or go see a band. Go watch live music again. We need to bring live music back. Um, More live music again. Go check out a band. Um, but please don't drink and drive. Period. Especially in the heat. It doesn't help in the heat. Alcohol doesn't mix well. I believe doesn't mix. So be careful when you drink. If you drink, don't drive for the love of. do not. It's not worth it. Okay. Please be responsible when you drink. Be safe. That's all. Just be safe. You know. So anyway, I'll be back soon. I don't know if it's going to be sometime this weekend or probably next week. I'll be having another next broadcast, and we're going to keep on doing summertime things to do. Excuse me, places to go, things like that. Going to keep going, and of course the Bible group discussion of the Gospel of Luke. I believe we're on 19 and 20. I believe of the Gospel of Luke. We'll be doing. So anyway, thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe to the channel. You can check this out on Twitter now at lsfl number 4 letter U Michael. I believe I have it under on Twitter. And of course YouTube. And please subscribe to the channel. And any comments, suggestions on topics, things like that, of course. So hopefully this helps you in everyday life and things. And I'll keep trucking along and coming up with things to talk about and things like that, and keep on going. But this is a cool time because next, of course, is July 4th of July. We'll be doing. I'll redo my 4th of July topic list of things, and maybe there's some new places to go check out if you're looking to do something over the 4th of July week or something like that. But that'll be coming up. Father's Day is coming up. I'll probably definitely um, be talking about Father's Day. All right. Don't forget your dads. Don't forget your moms or your dads. All right. So that's coming up is Father's Day. So anyway, I'm off. Okay. So thank you so much again. Have a great night. It's good to see. I'm blessed to be doing this. I enjoy doing this a lot. So I really do. It's been fun. It's given me, you know, um, it's been cool. 4 years. This will be coming up on my 5 years of doing this. Can you believe that? 5 years. I've been broadcasting. So I'm hoping hopefully I'll have some apparel, some shirts and hats and different things printed up, things like that in the process of doing, and different things like that working on. So there's you know, and definitely I keep saying it. I'm going to try to get some guests on. Yes, I really want to try to get some guests on. That's why maybe I'll call a cruise line or something like that and talk to a representative from a cruise line or even a travel agency, and get some ins and outs on a cruise if you go on a cruise. Or maybe I'll just contact a cruise line and hopefully maybe talk to somebody and just kind of do a little mock interview and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you again. Have a great night. Stay cool and be careful. Slow down. Don't get in this rat race world we live in of politics, social media, negative news. Don't buy into it. Okay. Um, a lot of people do a lot of good things. You won't hear about it. So that's what I do here, kind of the alternative of the world. What's going on with this world. All right. May God bless you. All right. And keep you safe and blessed. So, anyway, we'll check you next time. We'll be here very, very soon. Thank you again for joining me. Have a great night and God bless. We'll see you soon.